All right, a little buyer psychology in this video. I'm on Etsy and I'm playing the role of a customer. So I really like this design. I really like this product. And now I wonder, is it worth my money? Is it worth my time? Do I actually trust the human being that's selling this? So there's a few different things that we look at as buyers. And one is this in the top left. It says in demand, 3 people bought this in the last 24 hours. It's like, oh, okay, well, we can't all be dummies. I guess that's going to help my case that I should buy this product. The other thing I'll look at is down at the bottom. There's 531 reviews. And it's like, oh, okay, well, other people are purchasing from this shop. I then go here to the owner of the shop and I click on their shop and we can see they've made 5,700 sales. That really helps bolster confidence that a customer can go in and shop in this store. Here's another example. In demand, 6 people bought this in the last 24 hours. We can see there's 1,300 reviews. And when I click on the shop owner, we've got 15,000 sales. So obviously now they've got this social proof working in their favor. Customers are purchasing with confidence. And here's one of my favorite ones. This is Festive Boobies, a little bit naughty. And we can see 85 people bought this in the last 24 hours. So this is the universe screaming at customers, please, please purchase this item or else you're going to miss out. There's 6,300 shop reviews. And when I click on the owner, we can see here there's over 60,000 sales. Obviously, when you're getting to this stage, you've got social proof working for you. But what happens when you have 0 sales? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. How to get from 0 to 20 or 0 to 30 or 0 to 100. I've got 3 very easy things that you can do. Let's jump in. All right, tip number 1 is to sell actual household items, real items that you're then going to ship in the mail to customers. Forget about the digital designs until you've got a couple sales under your belt. Here we can see I've searched for Masters of the Universe on Etsy, and there's people selling actual physical action figures. So here, for example, 6 views in the last 24 hours. You can pick whatever's left over. This is real items that the person's selling. Here's another one. This is vintage Kellogg's mugs. So the old cereal company Kellogg's, well, there's vintage mugs that people have sometimes in their house and they may want to just part ways with it. You're not going to make a ton of money. It's not about making the sale to make money. It's about making the sale to get from 0 to 1 or 0 to 10 sales. So take a look around your house and see if you have any stuff that you'd normally throw away. Even if you sell it for $5 and ship it out, you could really help bolster your sales figures. And that's a big deal when you have 0 sales. Tip number 2 is to sell something in real life to friends or family. And here's an example. So I've searched for Christmas lights, and there's a few vintage Christmas lights that come up. We can see here, this is Universal Indoor Christmas Lights. And I'm not suggesting you list it for a ton of money. What I'm suggesting is you sell it in real life to your fully grown adult kid who's just moved out, for example, or your sister or your cousin. So instead of just selling it at a garage sale, if somebody's interested that you know, say, look, I'm going to have to put it in the mail. I'm going to ship it to you. Or I'm going to at least list the sale on Etsy. Please purchase it through Etsy. Maybe you don't ship it to them. Maybe you just hand it over to them. But in that case, you'll have to pay the Etsy fee. But it's totally worth it in order to get a sale, to go from 0 to 1. And then ask them also to leave a shop review down below. If they have an Etsy account, and hopefully they do, they can purchase it and they can leave you a shop review, and that can be really helpful as well, especially at the start. Tip number 3 is to bundle up your digital designs and sell them at a ridiculously low price and basically beg the universe to get a sale. And so I've just got an example here. As I scroll through, we can see there's different bundles. I've just searched for SVG bundle, and we can see the price ranges on these are drastically different. We can see here, for example, Christmas 3D ornaments, 700 designs for $12.10. Well, what if you were brand new and you had something similar and you sold it for like $3 instead? Somebody somewhere is willing to take a chance to spend less money, even if you're a new store. Here's another example down below, 35,000 Ultimate Mega Bundle for $3.11. That's really tough to compete. I mean, you're basically getting a lifetime supply. Here's another one, 60,000. Now look, I'm not a fan of selling Disney goods. This is obviously violating trademark, but I'm using this just as an example. $2.52 for 60,000. So I'm not suggesting you compete directly with these guys, but here's a great example here. This is Dog Peeking SVG Bundle, and we've got a whole bunch of dog designs. only 2 left, and it's in 20 plus baskets. Somebody's gone to a lot of trouble to make this really big design, and they're selling it for $1.44. Now, they don't need to do this. They've got 15,000 shop reviews. But if you're looking to get a sale, really look at your price. And at the start, you may want to just undercut the competition. Just sell it for $1 or $2 and not worry about necessarily making money. The sale is more important than the profit, especially when you're starting out. I really hope you found this video helpful. 3 very easy tips on how you can get your sales on Etsy. And I want to point out, because sometimes people will write me hate mail about things like, oh, you're scamming or you're lying about making a sale. It's like, no, you're selling the actual good. Somebody really is purchasing it. And you really are delivering what you're saying you're going to deliver. So I'm not suggesting that you list something that you're not really selling. This is more hacks and tricks to try to build some legitimacy in an otherwise legitimate shop. And here's another video on how you can supercharge your digital design journey and have some fun doing it.